All I wanna do is to put my arms around save.
He's slowed down midfield. Raptor gonna take control, leaving it for MJ. MJ with a double tap opportunity, and he gets it! MJ!
Gonna try to find another toucher, gets it around for Chance. Ren gets another touch around Remzik. Maybe one man back. Oh, a good slam from Samuel, an insane redirect.
And go time, popping it up. Is anyone there? Suffer challenges. Suffer with a miss. Just Eli back. Dicky, getting it over top. And Low Ballers take the TV Grand Final.
Give it up for Low Ballers.
Cosmic slowly going towards the backboard as it pops over everyone, and Bone's able to get a shot off here. No, he's not getting the touch. And Cosmic with the boost that he needs, popping it over and it's straight center.
Let's give it up for your Division D champions, Ball Chasers.
Try to get that one. Raptor, he's gonna try to get a 50, not able to. Jai, he's gonna beat Iceberg. He's gonna turn on this one. And Unlimited Aura is going to Brazil.
Give it up for your Div C champions, Rising Stock.
Almost. So next goal might be right here. Red Wizard followed by Squilliam. And 12 seconds left on the clock. Your Division B champions, Honey Nut.
No one's actually challenging. He was able to get that boost for free. We needed someone from Super Service to go early, as this one does drop down. Ceiling shot is gonna be there, and Remzik doing what he does best.
And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Division A champion, Acrobatic Aura.
What is going on again here? Sorry for that little bit of delay. We're back at it though. We got some Div C action, as said earlier, Hey with Rizz and Jumbo Nut. But before we get into that, we're gonna introduce a new man to the casting side of things. We got Obese Homing Pigeon, man. How's it going?
Good. Happy to be here for my first time casting one of these games. I was on the playoff prediction stream, and I wanted to get in on casting a couple of these games before playoffs, and excited to get going.
For sure. Yeah, it's always nice to have new faces, new opinions, and everything. And I know we were just talking about it briefly, but yeah, it's a blast. It'll be really fun. Get a cup of water if you don't yet. Your throat might get a little dry, so you're gonna be doing a lot of talking here, but you should be doing okay, man. But without further ado, again, we got Hey with Rizz and Jumbo Nut, little Div C action here. I think we're on the loser side of the bracket. But just to kind of show you guys, we're going to look at, not that, we're going to look at the bracket first. As we can see here, Jumbo Nut and Hey with Rizz is match G. That's going to be it's the second one from the bottom on the leftmost side there. So the winner of this match is going to play Spaced Out 2.0. And then I think the match or two after that is going to be the LAN qualifier. So these guys got a little bit of distance to go, either of these teams, to really make it to LAN, unfortunately. But, you know, we've seen a lot of crazy underdog stories coming out in Dcrl, so you can't put them out of the bracket for now until they lose, because then they'll actually be out of the bracket. So anything really standing out to you here, Pigeon, before we move on to stats?
I mean, looking at it, Hey with Rizz is coming off a sweep in the play-in, and Jumbo Nut's coming off a 4-3 loss to the 4 seed. Going to be a tough matchup, but whoever wins this one has the 9 seed Spaced Out 2.0, so they've got a pretty good matchup if they do advance. So the winner of this one's looking pretty good at their chances of moving on.
Yeah, for sure. Couldn't agree more. But again, we'll move over to some division stats for Div C. These aren't going to be the most up-to-date stats because this only covers regular season, but it's still a pretty good basis on where we want to kind of look at these teams here. So again, for the millionth time, we see Hey with Rizz and Jumbo Nut being 5-4, and then Hey with Rizz at the very bottom there at 2-7. Not a hot start for them. But regardless, we see a little bit of red for both these teams here. Shooting percentage and demos for Jumbo Nut. That's the good demo stat that you want to have. in really any division. It's always good to have the most demos, especially in the league. And then 35.47% shooting. That is making just over a third of their shots, which is a very, very good stat to have. And we do see a little bit of red for Hey with Rizz, and that's going to be in their save category with 3.49 or 3.94, so that's just under that 4 mark. Could be a good or bad thing. That means, obviously they're saving the shots on, but that also could mean that they're getting shot on a lot, which is not what you want to see. Other than that, though, anything standing out to you here with these stats here, Pigeon?
I mean, the top shooting percentage versus the top saves per game team, the offensive versus defensive battle, it'll be nice to see who comes out on top there. Those are some of my favorites to watch.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We'll go over into some individual stats here, and we will talk about Hey with Rizz first. So, obviously, Hey with Rizz, 2-7, as mentioned earlier. We got Oreo Man, Geez, words are hard right now. This team is led by Oreo Man, followed by Tater Tot, and then followed by Real Robo. These guys have been hanging around the league for a tiny little bit. I think Tater Tot had his first semester last semester, and I was actually his captain, so I know him quite a bit. Robo stayed at my place a few lands ago, just doing whatever. He's a good little dude. He does have some championship experience under his belt. His team did very, very well. They lost their first go, made a huge lower bracket run, had a bracket reset, and won the chip. So that was really cool to see. And then Oreo Man, he's known in the league as the Dunk Master. So I don't know if we've seen any of that stuff so far this season, but regardless, little low on stats when it comes to the individuals on this team here. Obviously, Real Robo leading this team with 0.71 goals a game. A little bit low. Decent stat though. Something just fell in my room. That was scary. But then we got a little over a half a goal a game for Oreo and a little under half a goal a game for Tater Tot. So these guys are getting roughly 1.5-ish goals a game, which moderate. Not the best, but I did just do a VOD review with these guys, so hopefully they're able to step it up this series. But other than that, there's nothing super stand out other than maybe the saves and shots. But other than that, I'm really hoping that these guys come out, strong, can really stick it to these Jumbo Nut guys. No offense, but yeah. Anything standing out before we look at Jumbo Nut stats here?
One thing that is nice about Hey with Rizz is you see your third man actually leading in goals per game. That means your third man is a really solid option, and your top 2 guys are playmaking for him. If your third guy's making the shots, it's only a matter of time before your man, who's known as a dunk master, starts turning it up. So you like to see that for Hey with Rizz here.
Yeah, for sure. But without further ado, we will shoot over to some Jumbo Nut stats here to let you cover these guys briefly here.
So, Jumbo Nut finishing 5-4 on the season, you see led by Grayskull99, and he actually leads the division in demos per game with 2.95, which is an insane number. He's going out headhunting, and it is evidently working for them pretty well. He also leads their team in goals per game with 0.81. That's kind of crazy to me. Like, you lead your team in goals per game and demos per game. That he's moving around the field quite a lot here. Backed up by Photonut and Jumbo Kid. I mean, this is a very solid team here at 5-4, and it'll be very interesting to see how they move here.
Yeah, indeed. I couldn't agree more. Would kind of go that, but it looks like we have everybody in the party, and looks like they are probably ready to go. So we're going to take a look at these division stats again here. And I guess the question that everybody's wondering, what is your prediction for this series? Keep in mind it is a best of 7 and timeouts are a thing.
So, knowing that the regular season matchup came in week 5, Jumbo Nut won it 3-1 here, but also knowing that you did a VOD review with them, so we're going to see a new and improved Hey with Rizz here. Offense versus defense. I'm still going to lean Jumbo Nut here. I'll take it with a good series, though. I'll give it Jumbo Nut 4-2.
Okay, valid point. Unfortunately, I do have to stick with my boys over on Hey with Rizz. I think that they really came off hot from that VOD review. I think they're going to do really good. I gave them some really good tips, and even immediately after, I got a message from Tater Tot saying that they're already playing better. So I'm gonna guess that this will be a pretty good series, and I think Hey with Rizz is gonna take this one in 7. So I think we're gonna have a longer one tonight.
Sure thing. That'd be awesome. We love to see Game 7s.
Yes, indeed. But we're gonna get into this match here. As everybody loads in, just make sure you go onto the spectate side, make sure you can get this thing on the road. Looks like we are still waiting on a few people to ready up here. Not ready up, but get loaded into the game. But no, I'm pretty excited. Actually not pretty excited. I am very excited about what's going to happen in this series here. We're going to make sure that these guys are joining up, hopefully. Hopefully. 3, 2, 1. Looks like we're all good to go.
Awesome. Let's get her rolling.
Indeed. And there's probably going to be a little bit of scuff here, but we'll fix that as needed. We will fix that as needed. So, anyway, game number 1, kickoff coming out here. Looks like the clock is a little bit scuffed here. We'll try to get that working here real soon. But, yeah, I think this Hey with Rizz team will definitely have something to fight for. And I guess really both of these guys are going to have something to fight for. You see an early shot on coming up from Jumbo Nut. But, again, this is the loser's side of the bracket. So it's going to be a go big or go home for both of these teams. Life is on the line, so they're going to be throwing everything in the house for this series.
Sure thing. You love to see who shows up to play in a win-or-go-home games. I mean, that's when the players who are really going to come out will make their appearances here.
Yes, indeed. You see a nice little... We see some pretty good pressure coming out here from Jumbo Nut early on. About a minute down. Hey with Rizz finally getting some offensive pressure here. Is anybody going to be here for the center? I didn't quite see who that was, but somebody was really up early on that one. We see a little bit of stall in the midfield. Photo Knight's going to be on. He's not on that team, though, so he's not going to try to get a shot on here. Hey with Rizz might have an opportunity. Look like that second and third man. We're playing a little bit passive here as Jumbo Nut gets a nice clear back over to Hey with Rizz, but Hey with Rizz says not today.
We're seeing some really good offensive pressure here from Hey with Rizz. I mean, you love to see that. You keep that pressure on, something's going to break eventually. We see Tater Tot go for a nice shot there. Couldn't quite get the touch. Ball still floating on Jumbo Nut's side, though.
Indeed, Jumbo Nut looking like they're struggling maybe a little bit on defense, but they're able to get it away here. Real Roboplay has some nice backboard clear here. Gets a nice little pinch off the ground. Tater Tot challenges Grayskull at the midfield. Boomer ball back over to Jumbo Nut half. Grayskull opts for something there. Oreo Man's going to pop it up, try to get an aerial read here. Tries to get a dunk over one, and we see Robo coming in, and it just barely rolls in, giving them the lead in this game number 1. What a shot from him.
Hey with Rizz striking first here in this winner-go-home series. What a clutch shot there from the real Robo. Man, that goal, when that ball's sitting halfway in the goal, both teams are just waiting for something to happen.
Yes, indeed. Looked like somebody thought it was a best of 3 here, but I will say it's not best of 3. It's whatever. I did forget to change that setting right away, but regardless, we see Jumbo Nut having a little bit of offensive pressure here. Oreo Man does play this one off the backboard. This could be a shot off the dinging crossbar. Thank God for that crossbar sound. We love to hear it, although it's a big demoralizer, especially if you're the one shooting that ball. But we love it here on the back end of things. But anywho, Hey with Rizz getting a little bit of defensive work here. Jumbo Nut almost the shot on. Missed one demo play here, but shot up and a tall. Jumbo Nut, you had the opportunity. What happened?
Great demo there from Grayskull, just couldn't capitalize on a Jumbo Nut, but they're not done yet, staying on that offensive pressure. Jumbo Kid gets a nice touch over one, off the crossbar, well defended there by Tater Tot. He's going to get a shot on the goal, turned to the corner by Grayskull.
Yes, indeed, and I will say, Hey with Rizz, they're playing a little bit passive, but at least their rotations are solid. We've also seen Jumbo Nut get some crazy offensive opportunities, but it's rung off the crossbar both times here. You see Real Robo leaving it for Oreo Man to clear out here. Robo's going to grab the boost, doesn't quite get the proper 50 with Photo Nut, but it's going to stay at midfield. Tater's looking a little bit awkward here. Grayskull does get the boom back over to Hey with Rizz half. He's going to be up. Oreo Man touches it over. Is anybody going to be there to capitalize for Jumbo Nut? And Photo Nut able to get the shot on there, tying up this game with 1:50 left.
You're seeing Grayskull with a great set and then immediately switch into demo mode. That puts a lot of pressure on the Hey with Rizz defense. 3 guys in the goal, none able to block that shot though. Excellent shot by Jumbo Nut to tie up this game.
Yeah, indeed. I will say, I don't know if you covered it at all, but Grayskull, he's also kind of written a name for himself here, being the crazy demo guy in any division that he's been in. He's always crazy league leading in demos. I know last semester when I was in Div C, as we see a backflip fake here coming up from Jumbo Kid. Maybe, I don't think that was wholly intentional, but as I was saying, no, Grayskull, he's known as the demo guy. So we're going to see a lot of demo attempts and or bump attempts coming out from him tonight.
Always the most frustrating type of player to play against, but that does leave Jumbo Nut open if Hey with Rizz can avoid the demos and get around them. We see a nice shot put on, well saved by Grayskull though, and Grayskull's going to take an opportunity for himself here.
Yeah, indeed, that was a crazy save by Grayskull. Looked like he was a little awkward off the crossbar. Maybe it was a intentional, but maybe an unintentional flip there as we see an onslaught of pressure coming up from Hate with Rizz. Oreo Man isn't quite able to get the cut on here as we see a real Robo bouncer shot off the defender's back, giving him the 1-goal lead.
A lot of chaos there from Jumbo Nut's side as Grayskull got bumped out there and then got the goal dunked off his head. Unfortunate there for Jumbo Nut, and Hey with Rizz takes a 1-goal lead with under a minute to play in this game 1.
Yes, indeed. No, I don't know if you were able to see that too, but Real Robo basically stomped it off of Grayskull's head, maybe punishing him for saving that earlier shot. But unfortunate little touch for Grayskull. Although again unintentional, but a little unfortunate here. As we see 40 seconds left, Tater Tot going for a demo on one, going on for a demo on the second. Grayskull is here in the midfield, trying to get a little something play going here. Boomer ball back over to Jumbo Nut half, forcing Jumbo Kid to make a save. Oh my goodness, I just had a gas bubble. Call it a burp, I guess. Grayskull going for his demos. We've seen that one before. But Hey with Rizz need to just hold it out for another 20 seconds here to prevent Jumbo Nut taking this game 1.
Pass out, and Real Robo clears it. That's going to be great for them. Time ticking down of the essence here for Jumbo Nut. Countdown from 10 seconds. This ball's going to kind of get centered here. Jumbo Kid's going to boom it down. Grayskull couldn't quite get the redirect as the clock hit 0. Can they put one in? They cannot. Hey with Rizz is going to take this game 1 here, and they're playing like a team that doesn't look like 2-7.
Honestly, I mean, like I had said, these guys came to play. I mean, and that VOD review, they took so much useful information out of that. They were able to lock down those rotations and start playing as a team. You see Real Robo getting both goals, but Oreo Man getting 4 shots on net here. So we see a lot of assists coming out from this this team here, which you can't complain about assists here. And I will say, remember to ready up. This is one thing I forgot to point out, but yeah, no, I mean, Hey with Rizz playing like a team. It looks like, and they've really come out positive from that VOD review. But yeah, Jumbo Nut looked like they had a bunch of offensive opportunities, but just weren't able to capitalize on those little confusions on the defense or open nets.
Sure thing. Both teams had great offensive pressure, and really what did Jumbo Nut in was that one play where Grayskull got bumped out and then got the goal just dunked on, like, off of his car and into the net.
Yes, indeed. You see a potential kickoff goal coming out from Hey with Rizz. Tater Tot almost had that one. Oreo's up. Calculated fake coming out from Oreo Man. That was worth the plan. Oreo Man trying to cut off Photo Nut here. Does get the cut, but doesn't quite get it away here. Tater Tot fakes on defense. Is this one going to roll in? He's just going to dribble that one right in. Unfortunate touch coming out from Tater Tot. Just make himself a little too awkward.
Man, those are always some of the most painful ones to witness. Tater Tot couldn't quite get it turned across. Almost had it steered out of the goal, but couldn't quite get it. That's a costly mistake for Hey with Rizz there.
Yeah, no, those, again, like you said, those ones are just kind of slow burner goals, ones that you don't want to see. But who knows? Maybe we'll see a little ball don't lie moment coming out here. Oreo Man going for a double tap. Doesn't quite get the ground pinch that he was looking for. It looked like Tater Tot came in flying last second here. Robo is back, only one. But who was that third man on Jumbo Nut? Gets a pop over him, putting them up 2.
What a textbook dribble and shoot it over the goalie there in a one-on-one scenario. Jumbo Kid just able to come out on top there. And man, we're seeing Jumbo Nut come out invigorated. It's like they're woken up right here.
Right, not something you want to see if you're a Hey with Rizz fan, but that's okay. You still have plenty of time for this stuff here. As we see a team bump coming out here, almost a goal attempt here. Jumbo Kid with another shot on, but he misses it here. Real Robo just going to opt for the bang ball. Tater Tot is going to be on, gets another bang ball. This one's going to be off the top of the crossbar, or it might just go down and in. Oh my goodness, will he get the save? He does get the save, and nobody's there to capitalize. Tater Tot trying to get a shot on, but just isn't able to put it in here. That's where you need that second passive man.
Oh wow, that is one of those This Is Rocket League moments. That ball couldn't have been more than a centimeter from being a goal, but no one there for Hey with Rizz to finish it off, and Jumbo Nut escapes without letting up a goal.
Yeah, indeed. Like you had said, it was a centimeter off the goal line. We rewind that, you could have made so many arguments that that ball was in, but Jumbo Nut lives to tell the tale of almost reducing their lead here. As we see Hey with Rizz getting some little more defensive pressure put on here. Tater Tot comes diving in. Grayskull was just waiting a little bit too long there. Thank God for that. Tater Tot gets a shot on. Oreo Man's going to cut here. Doesn't quite get the angle on it, though. Jumbo Kid hitting it to the corner. getting a nice little bounce off. Robo is the last man on defense again, and Jumbo Nut capitalizes, getting a 3-0 lead.
Oh man. Again, Jumbo Kid right now is balling in this game, trying to tie up this series here. Hey with Rizz is just having some problems, missing some opportunities on offense, and Jumbo Nut's just able to get it over him and get a one-on-one scenario and capitalize on it.
Yeah, indeed. I will say, it looks like that these Hey with Rizz guys might need to fix out their rotations just a tiny bit more. Grayskull going for an aerial play and making me going for a bump. Doesn't quite get it though. But as I was saying, it looks like Hey with Rizz, we're playing a tiny bit too passive now. They just got to keep those guys on. And we see a bump play coming up from Tater Tot, and what a shot by Robo.
That was beautiful. Perfectly set up. Tater Tot really getting a nice bump, and Robo following right behind Tater Tot. Perfectly executed play there from Hey with Rizz, and they still got some life. There's still 3 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, indeed. And I will say, so obviously we saw Tater Tot going for that bump there, but I will say, like, Robo had a crazy shot angle there. Little fade-a-rooney to the opposite side here. Almost does the same thing again here. Tater Tot is up. I've seen him do crazy stuff, but isn't quite able to get the touch here. Oreo Man, I think, will be last man. Goes for the 50 here. Tater Tot grabs the full with full boost. Goes for the cut here. That's going to be a shot on. Can somebody get up? Tater Tot off the backboard. He does get it. He's going to rotate it around backside as he should. Oreo Man picks up the boost. Doesn't quite get the touch, though, and Robo goes for the clear.
Real Robo trying to set something up, but he doesn't have boost. Tater Tot with a tactical fake. Oreo Man able to send it down the field. A little bit of boomer ball there. Oreo Man going to stay with it. Can't quite get anything past Grayskull here.
Yes, indeed. Tater Tot looking a tiny bit awkward here. This could be a shot opportunity. Tater Tot is able to recover, though, with Grayskull just full boosting right at him. We see a corner shot coming out. Bumped attempt. Jumbo Kid is there to prevent the clear here. We see a shot on, and Jumbo Kid going crazy this game gets another 3-goal lead.
Man, unfortunate clear right out to Jumbo Kid. Hey with Rizz had nobody left in the goal, and that's just going to drop right in. Gives them another 3-goal cushion. Still 2 minutes to go. Anything is possible here.
Yes, indeed. A little over 2 minutes left here. We see a nice little kickoff coming out from these guys. Tater Tot falls for the fake of Photo. Photo's going to try to pop it up. Jumbo Kid's going to go for a bump. Oreo Man's opting to take this one up the wall. Can he get a double tap here? We've seen it done before. Oreo Man trying to go for it, but is deflected away by Photo. Photo bounces it off the sidewall. Tater Tot gets to the corner. Tries to get some awkward here for this Jumbo Nut defense. Doesn't quite get the right touch, though. Jumbo Kid going for his 4th of the game. Doesn't quite get the touch, though, here. Grayskull playing a passive second. Goes for a shot, but is deflected away by Hey with Rizz again.
Photo staying on the offensive pressure, gets a good shot, perfectly placed ball around 2 Hey with Rizz defenders. That's going to give him a 4-goal lead, maybe the dagger in this game. What a beautiful angle and perfectly placed shot there.
As I will say, the dagger is definitely inches from being put into that coffin in this game number 2 here, but a minute 25, that's still plenty of time for a few kickoff goals here as we see Oreo Man going up, maybe trying to do it himself here. Gets it awkward off the top bar. That's going to be bouncing in front of the net here. Looked like one of them was up. And Robo going for another shot, but Jumbo Kid is going to stay home and get that save.
Jumbo Kid gets it around 1, gets it over the second. Jumbo Kid came to play in this game, trying to tie up the series here. And I mean, Hey with Rizz's rotation got thrown off. They had demoed their second man on offense, and that kind of threw off their rotation there, and Jumbo Nut able to capitalize on it.
Indeed, yeah. Oreo Man just looking a little bit awkward there, maybe trying to get back with a little boost. I think he could have had the save too, but just flipped the opposite way, which is always just a slow burner kind of goal here. Robo challenging up, but eats the wall instead. Jumbo Kid going for an aerial play of his own here, tries to kill it. Tater Tot does play great defense though. Tater Tot is going to be there with full boost, goes for the shot, but Photo Nut is able to get that save here. He's going to take it off the corner, try to make it awkward for this defense. Oreo Man stays home. He does have boost, but Jumbo Kid clearing it back over to Hey with Rizz half.
A little bit of a pass there coming out from Tater Tot, and man, the real Robo couldn't quite get to that goal. Unfortunate hit there from Tater Tot, setting up perfectly centered, and that is going to do it with a 6-goal lead here in 30 seconds. I mean, anything's possible, but it's a bit of a reach from here.
Yes, indeed. We see, obviously, Jumbo Nut with the old Brazil, as we like to call it here in Rocket League. But, you know, we just say GG, go next. Hey with Rizz already won 1, so they know that they can do it again here. You see Jumbo Nut trying to go for a nice little clear. They don't quite get it though. Oreo Man looking a little bit awkward here. Grayskull bumps it back mid, but we just don't see that Hey with Rizz second man. Again, they're getting the opportunities. They just have to have a stronger follow-up, and I feel like they'll do very, very well in the series here. But Oreo Man trying to go for 50 midfield, 10 seconds left. Robo is staying here at the midfield. We get an awkward touch around 1, but Jumbo Kid is able to clear it back over to Hey with Rizz half, and they're going to get a goal for the road.
Man, that is soul crushing if you're Hey with Rizz there. Like, you're already down 6, but giving up that goal last second, that really can do something on your mental. You're hoping Hey with Rizz can take a little bit of time, talk things over, and come into the next game, 0-0.
Yes, for sure. 1 second left. This is just going to kind of be a little dinky kickoff. It's going to hit the ground right away. And this is, again, just for Hey with Rizz, just not your game. GG, go next. Ignore this one. Again, they've already won 1 game, so they can do it again. But I will say Jumbo Kid, with 5 goals, 878 points, pretty much has the entire red stat line here for this game.
And I mean, even beside him, Photo of Pecan has 3 goals and 2 saves of his own. I mean, the whole team was locked in. Jumbo Kid was really the instigator here, but just a complete team game from Jumbo Nut here. And Hey with Rizz really needs a minute to reset. Even series, still anyone's series. They're going to need to come back strong here, though.
Yes, indeed. As you get this game number 3 kicked off here. Waiting on the last man to join. There we go. There we go. Again, game number 3 on the way. Tied 1-1 in the series. Hey with Rizz looking for redemption. They were the bottom seed going into this and throughout the whole season. And Grayskull looking for early demos, and he does get them. Looking for an early goal too as well. But Robo is going to get demoed here by Grayskull and tries to get a 50 with Jumbo Kid. He almost gets it. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite get to the ball in time.
Great challenge here from Tater Tot, keeping the ball on Jumbo Nut's half. Jumbo Kid, though, going to take it off the wall. Challenged by Oreo Man. This thing hanging there. Real Robo's there to clear it. Can Hey with Rizz start an offensive push here? Oreo Man gets a nice demo to the corner. This ball set up for Tater Tot. It's going to float over the goal. Good opportunity here. Nobody hits it. Triple fake there. Man, missed opportunity there from Hey with Rizz to start this game.
Yeah, indeed. Again, like I had said, they're getting the opportunities. They're just not capitalizing on them, unfortunately. And in order to, score the goal, you got to be able to capitalize on the opportunities here. Robo almost going out here. Awkward touch coming out here from the defense. But Tater Tot just a little bit slow behind here. He's going to rotate out, looking for maybe a demo here. Robo is going flying here. We're going to see a big clear coming out from Jumbo Nut. Robo is up. Maybe trying to get the defense here. He does get the touch from Photo. Oreo Man is going to bang this one off the wall. He's going to go for a big clear. Does get it. Grayskull making his defense awkward. Oreo getting another 50. Tater Tot's coming flying in here. Tries to get a shot on, but doesn't quite get it beyond this Jumbo Nut defense.
We are seeing mostly good defense here from Jumbo Nut. I mean, they've let up a few opportunities in front of the goal. Hey with Rizz hasn't been able to capitalize, but largely Jumbo Nut's defense has been excellent here. Photo of Pecan going to try to get something going. Well met there by Hey with Rizz. They're going to start something, but can't get it around Jumbo Kid. Real Robo's here, keeping it centered.
Ooh!
Hanging in front of the goal, but again, not able to capitalize on a nice opportunity.
Yes, indeed. We almost saw a crazy touch coming out from Robo there. Doesn't quite get it. Is this ball going to roll all the way in? It's going to make a really weird crossbar bounce, and it does! Bottom right bench here. Hey with Rizz getting their first goal yet again.
You know what? If you can't capitalize on the close opportunities you have, take a long one. You'll love to see those if you're the one scoring them. Heartbreakers if you're the one getting those put up on you, as you just have to watch it squeak towards your goal, knowing you can't get there in time.
Yes, indeed. Oreo maybe looking to put a second one up on the board, and he does. Getting a flick around the last man there, giving the lead to 2.
Beautiful kickoff play. Oreo Man just faster there than Pecan and gets a nice angle through the 2 defenders. They're up 2 in this game, just bounced right back off of that 7-point game last time.
Yes, indeed. This is exactly the momentum that you want to see. They're fixing these rotations, keeping a little bit of pressure here. Tater Tot maybe going for a double. Doesn't quite get it, though. But that was a double commit on Hey with Rizz side. Grayskull is going to be going for a demo here. Tater Tot makes a great cut, making Robo awkward. Obviously, he has to get that opportunity to prevent that offensive pressure here. Oreo Man does get a 50. He has low boost. Jumbo Kid is going to grab the boost and turn on it here. He's going to go for an aerial play of his own. That's a shot on. Maybe miscommunication on the defense, but Tater Tot is able to get that away and back over to Jumbo Nut's half.
This ball set up mid. Tater Tot trying something. Oreo Man's going to keep it up, see if he can't get a second touch here. Can't quite get it. Jumbo Kid's going to get a nice clear, and they're going to have an opportunity. This ball hanging in front of their goal, though. No one there from Hey with Rizz. Tater Tot finally gets there, makes a nice 50 to the corner, maybe going for a demo, now rotating out. Oreo Man can't quite get there. Can Photo Pecan get it around Robo? He cannot. Gets it over one. Jumbo Kid hits it. That second touch, saved it on himself. Great goal there, able to capitalize.
Yes, indeed. It looked like Hey with Rizz was just caught a little bit awkward there. Oreo Man with no boost. Thought he was going to shoot the top bins. Didn't quite. And they had a really strong second man there to finish off that offensive pressure here. Hey with Rizz, you still have a little bit of a cushion left, but all you have to do is hold out, keep that pressure up, and you will be good to go. You see a double commit coming out with Hey with Rizz. Grayskull might have a shot opportunity here. Tater Tot looking a little awkward in goal, but he is able to make the save.
Clutch defense there from Tater Tot, able to fend off two Jumbo Nut offensive players here. Oreo Man gets a nice bump. Grayskull, though, going to have a nice opportunity here. Well challenged by Tater Tot. Tactical fake.
Oh my god, what a pitch.
Towards the goal. What a shot by Tater Tot. Oh my goodness.
Yes, what a read coming out from him. Obviously, you had the double commit, and he was just upfield. I think he got the proper redirect there, able to put it back into the center. Crazy shot from him, and what team cam.
And man, disaster averted. You see a double commit on the defense, and you had your third man up across the field. Lucky it played out the way it did there.
Yeah, honestly, I also did see that double commit there, which could have caused a big spell for them here. But Oreo Man trying to go for an aerial read, doesn't quite get the correct bounce that he wants. Maybe it was a little awkward off the corner there. Tater Tot's going to turn here with low boost, tries to get a touch around one, doesn't quite get it. Jumbo Kid might opt for a demo here. He does, but Robo has phenomenal defensive 50s. Goes for it. Grayskull is up. Oreo Man's up too. We see a Grayskull demo on the back line here. He's not even on the right side of the field here. We see Hey with Rizz trying to get some offensive pressure, but is blocked away by Jumbo Nut.
We're seeing a lot of Jumbo Nut with low boost here. Can Hey with Rizz get another goal? They can't quite. Still a little boost for Hey with Rizz. Real Robo going to try to get off the wall. Can't do it. Tater Tot's there. Can't quite get it on goal. Oreo Man's going to have a nice opportunity. Puts it off to the side a little bit. Jumbo Kid's going to start an offensive push.
Yes, indeed. Jumbo Kid fakes out one. Oreo Man is there. Grayskull did try to cut it back here. That's a shot opportunity for Photonut, but he just misses completely. Tater Tut's going to go off the wall here, try to get one. Double commit from Jumbo Nut. Oreo Man is on with low boost here. He's going to opt to clear it back over to the corner. They do have that 2-goal lead. All they need to do is stick it out for the next 15 seconds. Oreo Man gets the clear. It's going to go off the corner. Tries to get a read on Grayskull, or whoever that was. And we see a demo from Jumbo Kid. Oreo Man's going to spawn in the back with boost, and Tater Tot's up on the wall here. This one's going to be dropping, and that's going to be game number 3 going to Hey with Rizz.
Jumbo Nut trying to see if they can get one for the road here. They're still keeping it up. You'll love to see these plays. I mean, it's so much fun even when the game's out of reach. The ball's going to finally touch. Hey with Rizz, impressive showing in this game. After getting blown out in the previous game, they come back composed as can be and put up a nice game.
Yeah, honestly, that's a great way to come back, especially after losing 7 or 8 to 1. I don't remember which one it is. And then coming back and winning 3 to 1. Really, any time that you win after such a big deficit the previous game, that's exactly how you want to respond every single time. So props to them for keeping their heads high, coming back, and doing that for their team here. We see Photonut almost with a Tony Snell. He did get that one save here. But Tater Tot really taking this one. Stats-wise, but everybody on this Hey with Rizz team did get at least 1 goal. We love to see that. A lot of even team play. Nobody's having to really carry their team on their back, so props to them for that. Again, coming out strong here.
And I mean, we're seeing a very even score spread too. Just a nice team win for Hey with Rizz. We're seeing Grayskull take a moment, talk it over with his team. He's finally readied up. They're ready to go. We'll see what adjustments that Jumbo Nut's going to make here in this game 4.
Yes, indeed. For a second, I thought they were maybe going for a timeout or something there, but he never said anything. Maybe he was just letting the clock kind of roll. So nothing against that. But you know, regardless. But anywho, we're gonna get into this game number 4 here. Hey with Rizz is leading 2 to 1 here. Kickoff starts. Clock is starting as well. Grayskull going for an aerial play of his own. Robo is up for a 50. Gets a really good 50 back over to Jumbo Nut half here. Oreo Man is out with the shot on, but Jumbo Kid is able to make the save.
Tater Tot up, beat there, but Real Robo's going to keep it on the offensive. Oreo Man's going to try to take another shot off the wall. Has a nice looking opportunity, but well rejected by Grayskull. Real Robo keeping that offensive pressure on. Oreo Man keeping it in the corner. Real Robo got it past 2, gets a nice angle. What a save by Grayskull, just over Tater Tot flying in.
Yes, indeed. Robo looking for some bumps here. He does get a few here. Oreo Man looking a little bit awkward here. Tater Tot takes over, goes for the boom. He does get it. Oreo Man might get it around 1. He does get it around 1. Gets a 50 with 2. And Robo is going to take this one over in the corner. Tries to get a center ball, but Grayskull is able to make the touch here. Tater Tot is up, and he almost gets the shot on. But what a save coming out from Jumbo Nut. Able to clear it back out to Hey with Rizz half.
Immediate shot on, well saved by Oreo Man. This pace of this game has been nuts. Real Robo's gonna get a nice shot up, and what a dunk from Tater Tot. What a team play.
Indeed, what a recovery from that missed shot from Tater, that save shot from Tater Tot. They bring it all the way back down the field. They get a great passing play as a team, and Tater Tot puts it home, giving them the 1-goal lead here with just under 4 minutes left. As Robo tries to get the kickoff, but 50s with 1. Maybe Oreo might get a shot on here, but gets demoed. Or no, Grayskull got demoed. That's a first.
Man, yeah, that doesn't happen a lot. We're seeing Tater Tot, though, with a lot of great shots here. I mean, we saw the one he had get blocked. That one was incredible. And then the one he scored, Tater Tot's really showing his offensive prowess here.
Yes, honestly, and I will say again, I was his captain last semester, so I've seen what he's capable of. And there's a few clips of him that I see. There was one time I think he got like a double reset. He didn't hit it. He wasn't even remotely close, but he's able to, you know, comprehend the idea of a reset and get crazy different aerial reads. We see a shot on attempt here. That was a center ball, but nobody from Hey with Rizz is there. That's A-okay. They're still up 1, but that's still another missed opportunity from them.
It sure is. We're seeing Jumbo Nut keep the offensive pressure on. Oreo Man with a nice defensive play gets it over the second man. Jumbo Kid's going to try to reset, get a nice shot on over the wall. Real Robo's going to be able to stop that photo. Grayskull actually going to send it to the goal. Gets a nice double tap. My goodness.
I would say that was a very good read from Grayskull. Just booms it back over to the half here. Gets a great read, catching that defense a tiny bit awkward there. Tater Tot thought he was going to go up on the wall there, but opted not to, and obviously bit him in the behind because now they're tied up with a little over a minute or 2.5 minutes left.
Grayskull, known for his demos, but he also leads his team in goals per game. He's their captain after all. He's great at the game, and there you see him taking control, tying up this game 4.
Yes, indeed. Oreo Man's going to wait for whomever that was clear. He tries to get a shot on, but saved away. Tater Tot goes for another shot, but is also blocked away. We see a team bump coming out of here from Jumbo Nut. Jumbo Kid is going to be on the ball here. Gets a 50 with Robo. Robo makes the offense awkward here. Oreo Man going for a shot. Doesn't quite get it before Grayskull deflects it away. This one's going to go hard off the ceiling. Grayskull's looking a little bit awkward, maybe going for a pinch, but his teammate's there to clear it back over to Hey with Rizz half.
Photo can't set something up. He gets a nice pass. No one there from Jumbo Nut to capitalize on it. Real Robo's going to get a nice clear. Oreo Man's going to follow. Gets it around 1. That ball's hanging mid. Tater Tot's there.
Oh my God!
High. Anyone there for another shot? Not quite.
Let's see, I don't know if you saw that, but he almost dribbled it to himself to put the shot in. Didn't quite get the tap down enough here. But Grayskull maybe getting a flip reset there. Not totally sure, but Tater Tot looking a little bit awkward on defense here. Jumbo Kid's going to pass it over to Photo Nut. Photo Nut's going to take over. Oreo Man is bumped, but is able to make the save. Grayskull looking a little bit awkward here. Jumbo Kid is back there, able to make a touch here. Robo does get it off the sidewall. Grayskull takes over. Gets a flick around Tater. Will he stay on the sidewall? Photo Nut takes over. Oreo Man makes a little cut here. Robo waiting on the goal line, and they're looking a little bit awkward here, but are able to get the touch away.
My goodness, we're seeing Photo stay aggressive here. We're seeing what looks to be a few double commits from Jumbo.
Oh my God, Photo!
What a shot from Photo! My goodness.
That was a great play from him. Looked a little bit awkward off the initial touch here, but thank God he had full boost. Was able to just a full boost all the way up to the ball, get that last touch, giving them the 1-goal lead with just under a minute left in this game, number 4.
Soul Crusher for Hey with Rizz there. You play a great game, you let up something like that. Oreo Man was inches off of getting that save too. still plenty of time for Hey with Rizzo to tie up this game, as we see Jumbo Kid trying to get a high-flying shot, can't quite get the touch he wanted. Real Robo is going to try to start something, get a nice pass over to Oreo Man, intercepted by Photo.
Indeed, Photonut trying to get some sort of demo there, maybe take a boost here. Robo is going to opt for a demo on Grayskull. Grayskull does not get demoed though. Oreo Man gets a 50 with this offensive pressure here. 25 seconds left. Hey with Rizz is going to need to make something happen right now. Here we see Real Robo getting demoed on the goal line. Grayskull with the shot on, and he puts it in. 18 seconds left. Up by 2. Jumbo Nut might walk away with this one.
No boost, playing with the defense. The nice touch over one. Oreo Man gets the touch, but not the angle. That is probably going to be the dagger in this game 4.
Yeah, indeed. We have 18 seconds left. Hey with Rizz are going to need a few kickoff goals here. Oreo Man looking a little bit slow here. He's going to opt for an aerial play. Makes it a little bit awkward for one of the defenders. Tater Tot can put this one away. Doesn't quite get the read, though. Robo has to be up. Oreo Man's going to turn here. It is in the corner. Gets a touch off one. 4 seconds left. This one's going to go over to Jumbo Nut. But what a good presence from them coming out from such a unfortunate loss last game.
For sure. And I mean, a real competitive game there. It was anyone's game up until the very end. And even like with 9 seconds, if Tater Tot gets that goal, they have a really good shot. And we see Tater Tot for Hey with Rizz there trying to keep his team up. We see Jumbo Nut though with a clutch performance. Grayskull with 4 saves and 2 goals to tie up the series.
Yes, indeed. What a comeback from them. Obviously, I think last game was also 3-1, so we've seen a couple 3-1 games in this series here. Looks like these guys are maybe going to take it. Nope, they're not going to take it out. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying, but regardless, we got a game number 5 on the way here. 2-2. This is looking like a very, very good series. And I will say, although that Hey with Rizz did lose that last one, we've seen them, you know, kind of come back from worse. As we see, oh, somebody maybe disconnected. Yes, we're gonna have to restart this one here. So we're gonna shoot back over to the caster screen for a second here. We're gonna get everything figured out there. Tell these guys to leave the match here. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna restart that one. That was a little bit of a awkward communication there. I don't even know what happened. Okay. Yeah, we're going to load back into this game. Looked like we had a little bit of a lag issue for Tater Tot, so I think he just kind of brushed off whatever. But we're going to get right back into this game here. Again, we are at 2-2. We're getting back into this here. Like I was saying, Hey with Rizz did come back from that 7-1, 8-1 deficit. I think it was at game number 2 or 3. So we know they can definitely come back. From a pretty heartbreaking loss, and you know, can't wait to see what this game number 5 entails.
And as a whole, Hey with Rizz has been playing great in this series. You look at that 2-7 record, and you're kind of thinking, oh man, like if you're Jumbo Nut, you might have even been going into this thinking, okay, we got an easy matchup here. Let's get this done and over with. But Hey with Rizz coming out with a lot of fight here in this winner go home series.
Yes, exactly. And again, this is Rocket League and especially Dcrl, so we've seen a lot of crazy bracket resets happen. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Hey with Rizz can actually put up some fight, and if not, even take this one home. So we've definitely seen a lot of crazy upsets here. But Oreo Man going for a demo on one, gets a flick around the other. Robo is back though, able to get the clear back over to Jumbo Nut half.
We're seeing some good offensive pressure here coming out from Hey with Rizz. Unfortunate touch for Jumbo Nut, but Grayskull there able to clear it out, keep that offensive pressure on. This is going to be set for Photo. Can't quite get one on, but he's still got an opportunity here. Set in front of the goal. Grayskull able to dunk it in.
Yes, indeed. Looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication there. We had another double commit coming out with Hey with Rizz. Little cut and rotations there, and then Tater Tot just misflipping, not able to make the contact with that final touch there, but Jumbo Nut able to capitalize off those mistakes.
Gonna see this kickoff here. Tater Tot's gonna have an opportunity for a kickoff goal, and he gets it. What a nice play off the kickoff to immediately tie up this series again.
Yes, indeed. I was gonna say, there's what I was talking about earlier. That's a ball don't lie moment. Quick, nice little kickoff goal. It's pretty much like a reset in the game. It's pretty much 0-0 for both these teams.
And man, less than a minute in, each team has 1 goal already. This kickoff also going in Hay with Rizz's favor. Real Robo can't quite get a nice pass. This is cleared way out. Grayskull can't quite put it on goal. This ball kind of hitting in an awkward spot for Hay with Rizz here. Sent across, and Tater Tot's going to take it.
Yes, indeed. Tater Tot's going to go off the wall with this one. This is a possible shot on, but Grayskull is able to make the touch. Oreo gathers here. He's going to try to get a flick around one, but is bumped by Grayskull, ruining that little offensive solo play that he was cooking up there. Tater Tot is off the wall again. We can see him being very consistent. Robo shot with a run. Oh my God, words are hard, but Robo with a shot on here, giving the lead in this game number 5.
Unfortunate 50, Grayskull couldn't quite get it. Photo don't know where he's going. He thought Grayskull was going to win that 50, but that ball rolls straight dead center.
Yeah, indeed. Good composure from him here off of an unfortunate touch coming up from Tater Tot. But again, they were able to capitalize, so you can't complain. Oreo Man maybe going for a double here. Doesn't quite get it before Grayskull is on the ball here. Robo going for another shot. Doesn't quite get enough of a sharp angle on that one. Tater Tot bumped away here. Robo is on, goes for a booming clear, but not before Photonut can make that play happen.
Oreo Man's got a nice shot. He gets bumped by Photo. Tater Tot on, gets it off to the side, and Jumbo Nut's going to keep it in the corner. Oreo Man trying to win this 50, tries to get a pass out to Robo. Robo's able to keep it in the corner. Grayskull able to get a nice pinch off. He's going to have an opportunity, but Tater Tot says no, sir.
Indeed, Tater Tot making a nice little touch there over to the corner, just not letting that ball get center here. Jumbo Kid's going to stay on, tries to get a flick around Robo, doesn't quite get the flick that he wants. Jumbo Kid grabbing the boost. Oh my God, that's a great shot, and what a save coming out from Jumbo Nuts. Oh my goodness, that is so unfortunate. That was a free goal here. Tater Tot needing to make a touch here, and he does. Grayskull is on. Oh my goodness, what an unfortunate offensive possession coming out from Jumbo Nut.
Well, I don't think that Tater Tot got the save. I think it was actually Grayskull in for the demo.
It
and
was.
I think he saved his own teammate. That is, you hate to see that if you're a Jumbo Nut fan. Real Robo didn't quite have enough boost to get that shot on. Tater Tot able to take it in the corner. Jumbo Kid meets it pretty well. Oreo Man's going to have an opportunity, well met by Jumbo Kid.
Yes, indeed. And no, as you were saying, no, that's why I was saying super unfortunate, because it was saved by his own teammate, which sucks so much, especially if you're Jumbo Nut. But you got to love that if you're a Hay with Rizz fan. But regardless, Jumbo Nut going for a catch here. Robo almost with a great 50. Doesn't quite get the angle that he wants it to. Oreo Man takes the boost here, plays Grayskull's touch off the wall, and Robo takes over, shutting down that offensive pressure, gets a demo on one. Is there anybody back? Tater is there. Grayskull looking for a demo, but they are able to keep composure here and just catching the defense lacking, and Hay with Rizz gets another one on the board.
A surprise pass play from Tater Tot. I was even questioning it a little bit, but Oreo Man able to send a heater straight up the middle. No one there from Jumbo Nut able to get the save, and they're going to go up 3-1.
Yeah, indeed. Good turnaround coming out from Hay with Rizz. They were saved a few times, more or less, I guess, specifically from Jumbo Nut here. Or not Jumbo Nut, but Jumbo Kid. But Oreo Man is going to be up, trying to get a 50 with Photo. Doesn't quite get it. He's going to stay up, trying to mess up Grayskull there a little bit. Tater Tot, or not Tater Tot, Robo gets a demo. Tater Tot with a nice little bounce shot, catching, who's that, Photo, a little bit awkward here. Photo does make the backward save, though.
Grayskull going to start something, can't get it over Oreo Man. Tater Tot's going to try to get it out. Jumbo Kid's going to get a nice pass to mid. Tater Tot there. Oreo Man's going to send it up, trying to get a double. Almost had it, couldn't quite get it. Jumbo Kid has a nice opportunity for a shot, gets a little ahead of the ball. Well defended by Robo there, and Tater Tot's going to take it.
Yes, indeed. Tater Tot going off the wall, trying to get a shot on, but looked like he jumped a little bit too early there. Didn't quite get the power that he was looking for. Oreo gets a 50-50 with both of the defenders here. Robo with the shot on, but saved away by Jumbo Kid, luckily. Robo going for a demo on Jumbo Kid. He does get it. Photo is going to be in the air for this one, trying to get a touchdown. Tater Tot has to make the save, but Grayskull, off of the Tater error, cuts the lead with 30 seconds left.
Keeping his team alive. What a great set by Photo. Grayskull there able to capitalize in 30 seconds. You just got to score one time. More than possible for Jumbo Nut here.
Yes, indeed. I was just going to say, hey, with Rizz, you're up by 1 goal, 30 seconds left. It's not much time, but in Rocket League, that time takes forever to wind down. So all I got to do is just get big clears here. Just delay this time here. Oreo Man looking a little bit awkward here. Jumbo Kid is going to take control. Robo, great 50 on one. tries to go for a clear on the other, tries to get a flick around one. Jumbo Kid getting it out the ceiling. They're going to have to make something happen now, but Tater Tot gets a great 50, or a great play here. Grayskull looking for a 50. All they do have to kill it now, and Oreo does just that, and they take this game number 5.
What a game from Hey with Rizz. They take a 3-2 lead in this series, 1 game away from advancing, and you love what you see here if you're a Hey with Rizz and a Hey with Rizz fan. I mean, they came out with a lot of fight, and they find themselves at match point.
Yes, indeed, and I was expecting maybe a timeout coming out from Jumbo Nut, but apparently they just want to get this thing on the road. We see them all readying up here, but Hey with Rizz really coming back again here. I think this has been a pretty much back and forth series. We haven't seen a team win 2 in a row, which is very surprising. But again, Hey with Rizz, again, just taking what I had told them in that VOD review, taking it to heart, adjusting their game plan, and obviously they're doing pretty good being able to take down somebody who's a very middle of the field contender in Div C.
Sure thing, and I mean, you get swept in the play-in, and last matchup between these two teams went 3-1 for Jumbo Nut. They come in a tough Game 7 loss, Jumbo Nut, and they kind of expect like an easier matchup here. They're not going to get it. Hey with Rizz here making a statement saying we're no pushovers. Anyone can win in these playoffs.
Indeed here, as game number 6 is on the way. Hey with Rizz just need 1 more in order to put this one away for their team and to move on in the playoffs. And Jumbo Nut obviously down in the series so far, so they got to win 2 straight. As you see, somebody left the game here, maybe another little lag issue. We're going to have these guys leave again. Yeah, we're going to get these guys to leave again here. I don't know what's going on with these guys. They just seem to be really good at messing up everything that happens here. But I don't know what's going on.
Let's just blame Psionics. That's what everyone does.
Okay. We good? Make sure everybody's doing okay. This will give Jumbo Nut a little bit more of a breather to kind of regroup. Because again, they have to win 2 in a row in order to put this one away. And Hey with Rizz, they're looking very, very good. Their challenges, their shots, and everything is looking very, very good. Can we just play through the lag? Sure. I don't know if, I mean, for sure. Okay. We are good to go. And I would say yes, I would just kind of let it play, but I don't want to make sure that there's some wonky kickoff goal that just happens. And but yeah, so we're going to get right back into this game here. Game number 6, again, underway. I got to make sure that I'm clicking the right buttons here. It looks like everybody's all hopefully good to go here, indeed. And again, game number 6 on the way. Hey with Rizz looking for this win, and Jumbo Nut trying to prevent this Hey with Rizz win here.
Great kickoff, and immediately the real Robo, 7 seconds into the game off of the great kickoff. Great pass here from Tater Tot. Real Robo able to dunk it in.
Yes, indeed. Robo just up early, able to put that one on, able to get that one away for this Hey with Rizz team. Great start for them. It's almost quick enough to even consider just a 1-goal lead right away. Tater Tot gets a nice little 50 off the kickoff. He's going to look for one himself here. Gets it off the backboard. Oreo Man is up. Tries to get a shot on. Goes for the double, and he gets it!
Goodness.
Oreo Man putting him up 2 with a crazy read off the backboard.
Pass from Tater Tot, double tap from Oreo Man. That is pretty. And 16 seconds into this game, Hey with Rizz already up 2. And I was going to say, match point, those are the hardest games to win sometimes, but Hey with Rizz are having none of it.
Exactly. No, they've come to show what is up in this game number 6 here. Obviously up to a very good cushion to have here, but Jumbo Nut can capitalize very, very easy. We can see what they're capable of, and we've seen what they're capable of here, as Oreo Man doesn't quite get the 50 around 1. Grayskull looking a little awkward, opts to drive backward. Nice little half flipperoonie there. Photronut hits it to the corner here, has an open shot attempt here, and a team pinch own goal for Hey with Rizz, cutting that lead in half.
Great shot there from Frodo Pecan. You hate to see it. Robo probably had a shot at the save, and Tater Tot was kind of in the way. But nonetheless, great shot from Photo of Pecan, and he keeps his team in this game here.
Yes, indeed here. And as one goal is scored, it can easily be redeemed here. As you see Tater Tot going for one on here. Robo could have maybe had a shot, but he was back collecting boost as one does here. Grayskull's going to go up the ceiling, but Robo is up, able to get the 50 to prevent that from happening.
Oreo Man able to set it mid for Tater Tot. Well met there by Jumbo Kid. Oreo Man coming across, maybe shot a little too far. Photo able to keep the offensive pressure on. Jumbo Kid has a good shot, and Robo couldn't quite get the save.
I'll just say Oreo had a great read there, but he just overplayed it a little bit too much, caught himself a little awkward. Tater Tot maybe going for a bump on Jumbo Kid, but Jumbo Kid able to fight through that, put it just behind that last defender there, getting rid of that Hey with Rizz early lead.
Yeah, as quickly as Hey with Rizz were up to, the game's tied again. Oreo Man, nice fake, gets Photo to fly by, trying to get it around Gray Skull. Gray Skull playing great passive defense, waiting for his help to come, and it does. Real Robo gets it up off the wall. Tater Tot can't quite get there before Jumbo Kid. Photo of Pecan able to get it in the corner. Jumbo Kid has another opportunity, just misses.
Yes, indeed. I will say, I think he's playing through Steam because Photo Pecan is actually Photo Nut. And speaking of Photo Nut, what a great bar down shot from him.
Oh man, and the tables turn in Rocket League just like that. Jumbo Nut already in the lead with that shot off the crossbar. Unfortunate for Hey with Rizz. Still plenty of time in this game though.
Yes, indeed. And I will say, Jumbo Nut, they're going to be playing their minds out because if they don't win this one, they are done for the season. So that would be bye-bye for them. Hey with Rizz, got to turn up the intensity a little bit because just because you have that one game cushion doesn't mean that you should, let up at all. Having that one game cushion obviously helps because you have one more life to spare. But, these guys, you don't want them getting any momentum, especially later in the series here. But Gray Skull getting a nice little pop around one. Oreo Man cuts here, tries to get it around Jumbo, but Jumbo makes a nice touch.
Real Robo couldn't quite get the 50 off Photo. Tater Tot does, and Real Robo is going to try to get it around Jumbo Kid. He does. Gray Skull able to keep it in the corner. Nothing really doing. Oreo Man, though, gets a nice pass from Jumbo Nut. Can't quite capitalize there. Oreo Man keeps it centered. Opportunity here. Real Robo can't quite get it in the goal.
Indeed, Tater Tot looking for a touch off the corner. Doesn't quite get it, though. Jumbo Kid touched it off the wall. Oreo is up. Gets a nice little shot on, making the defense possibly awkward here. Photo Nut missing. Robo with the shot on attempt, but he completely misses the touch. How dare you, Robo? Tater Tot going off the backboard, getting a bump on Gray Skull. Oreo Man is going to turn up on this one here. Gets a 50 with Jumbo. Photo is going to play this one. Oreo, this is going to be a touchdown. This is going to be awkward for the defense.
50.
And oh my goodness, Robo looking to keep this pressure for Hey with Rizz up.
My goodness. Yeah, Hey with Rizz, a lot of pressure here. Couldn't quite capitalize, had a few opportunities, and now we finally see Jumbo Nut back on the offensive. Real Robo there, able to put his shutdown to that quickly. Tries to get a second touch. Does. It's going to be mid. Anyone there for Hey with Rizz? Not quite. Shot put on. Well defended there by Tater Tot, but Gray Skull still on it. Tater Tot doesn't need to get the hit as no one from Jumbo Nut was up. Jumbo Kid keeping the pressure on. Trying to get a pass going. Can't quite find the ball as this is going to stay in Hey with Rizz's half here.
Indeed, Jumbo Nut just seeming to keep this offensive pressure up here. Hey with Rizz are going to need something to get this one away here. Gray Skull going for a shot on, doesn't quite get it. Robo is there to capture. Tater Tot goes off the wall here. I don't know what just happened to my camera, but he tried to get a clear here. Oreo going to go for a pop around one, gets it around one, goes for 50 with Jumbo, kind of gets the 50 with Jumbo. This is going to be slightly center, but looked like Real Robo was just demoed by Photo Nut. That strong second man could have had a shot on attempt, but didn't quite get the opportunity.
We're going to see Jumbo Kid get it around one. Tater Tot in the corner, going to try to make a play, can't get it. Great pass mid, anyone there? Gray Skull can't quite put it on, but he's going to stay with it. Gets Hey with Rizz's corner boost, and then gets out Photo. Going to set up something. Gets a nice shot. Photo maybe putting the dagger in this game.
Yes, indeed. Just catching the defense a little bit awkward here. Robo looked like he commit with really, really low boost. Not what you want to do, especially since both of your other defenders just whiffed on that same ball here. But Jumbo Nut leading by 2 here. Hey with Rizz are going to need to turn something around in order to put this one away right now. As you see Oreo getting a nice little 50. Jumbo Nut, don't let them score at all. Obviously, that's the name of the game. But if you do, your life is lost here. But it looks like that's not going to be a problem for them.
Time of the essence here for Hey with Rizz. They need to get something going real fast. Oreo Man gets a nice clear over a couple. Photo there, able to keep it in the corner, and time is quickly ticking down for Hey with Rizz. They need a goal fast. We hit 10 seconds left. Robo able to get a nice defensive play. but the pressure from Jumbo Nut is just proven to be too much right now, as this is going to do it for Game 6.
Yes, indeed. Looks like they keep the ball up just a little bit here. Tater maybe going for something himself here. They're going to look for one for the road, but that one does hit the ground, giving Jumbo Nut this game number 6 here, which also means we're going to go to another Game 7.
Love Game 7s. We saw Hey with Rizz come out hot. Jumbo Nut, though, not deterred. I mean, Hey with Rizz scored all their goals in the first minute, didn't score since.
Yes, indeed. And I will say, I said before, we haven't seen a team win a back-to-back. It's been Hey with Rizz, then Jumbo Nut. Hey with Rizz, then Jumbo Nut. So who knows where this game is going to go. Maybe Jumbo Nut carries this momentum into the Game 7, or maybe this just pattern continues and we see a Hey with Rizz battle in 7 to keep them alive here. But now, again, like I said, Hey with Rizz with no cushion. Jumbo Nut just played with no cushion. So both these teams' lives are on the line now. So they're going to have to do everything that they can to keep this one alive for their team.
Game 7 in a winner-go-home series, nothing like it. And can we talk about the game Photo had to keep his team in? 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 save. He really willed his team to go to this Game 7.
Yes, indeed. And it looks like the timer just ran down here, so game number 7 will be underway. Nice little action, and for some reason it seems like I can't not get away from these game number 7s, which I'm not complaining. It's really good content, especially for the stream here. But again, Hey with Rizz, Jumbo Nut, game 7, life on the line here. Here we go.
We see Hey with Rizz again winning these kickoffs. They've had really good kickoffs in this whole series. Robo trying to get a nice 50. Tater Tot up. This is going to be a nice opportunity, but well met by Grayskull. Oreo Man can't quite get a shot on Tater Tot, trying to put a pass to Oreo. Well met by Grayskull again.
Indeed, nice little team play attempt there. You see Robo trying to get some offensive pressure here. I don't know what happened to him. Looks like he's struggling to flip back over. Maybe he doesn't know he can just jump. But Oreo Man gets a nice little 50 around 1. Goes for a pinch mid here. Gets it around the second defender. Robo for the one-timer. Can he get it? Little off to the right. Jumbo Key doesn't make the touch, though. And Hey with Rizz capitalizes off the whiff on Jumbo Nut, putting them up 1.
A pass, perfect pass from Oreo Man. Robo wasn't quite ready for it. Jumbo Kid misses the touch, and Oreo Man with no boost, able to just put it in. Perfect play there from Hey with Rizz as they take an early lead again here in this Game 7.
Indeed, and I will say, we have seen a actual 2-goal early lead for Hey with Rizz here. You see Tater Tot going for something himself, but earlier we saw Hey with Rizz with a 2-goal early lead, and what happened? They ended up losing 4-2. So you definitely can't cut this Jumbo Nut team out quite yet here, and even with 2 goals. So they definitely know how to come back from greater deficits.
Absolutely not. I mean, Rocket League is anyone's game until that clock hits 0 all the time. And we saw it just last game as we see Jumbo Kid trying to keep this offensive pressure on. Gets a nice pass, but well met by Real Robo. He's going to try to get something himself. Gets a nice touch mid. Photo able to get a nice touch. Oreo Man off the corner. Tater Tot there to get a touch. This ball kind of hanging mid. Real awkward for everybody. Photo able to get it around Tater Tot and start something of his own here.
Indeed, Grayskull on the ball. Gets a nice little pinch around the last man, Oreo here. Real Robo, I think, earlier just tried to go for something snazzy himself. Tater Tot gets a nice 50 around Grayskull. Photo is back here, bangs it off the wall. Is anybody back? Yes, Robo is there to make the touch here. Grayskull gathers at the midfield. He's going to go for a pop around Tater. He does get it. Robo looking a little bit awkward here. Oreo Man is the only one back and is bumped by Grayskull, and Jumbo Nut tying this game up.
That play entirely created by Grayskull. Gets it around 1, gets it around 2, gets the bump, and Photo there able to capitalize. Goes to show you that you can contribute in your team in other ways than goals. Hey, the captain, Grayskull, doing it all but scoring there for his team.
Indeed here, Robo trying to get a 50 with 1 here. There is a save in the back here. Tater Tot going for a very good save here, and he does get it. Grayskull gets a touch around Oreo, demoed for his efforts though. Robo off the corner here, looking a little bit awkward here. Photo Nut gets a touch. Tater Tot's going to have to make a touch. He does. Grayskull is waiting at the midfield, though, trying to get an aerial play, but is also bumped off by Tater.
Clutch bump there from Tater Tot because his goalie had no boost in the goal. Photo there, able to get a nice pass. Nobody there from Jumbo Nut to capitalize. Hey with Rizz needs to get it out of their half. They're all low boost. This offensive pressure here from Jumbo Nuts has been excellent.
Exactly, yeah, they're all getting very low boost. Grayskull's doing a really good job at not only keeping them awkward, but keeping them very low boost here. As you see Tater Tot making a desperation save here. Looks like Oreo Man did collect boost from somewhere, so he's going to be the first man here. Just kidding, Robo's going to challenge. Who is this? Grayskull goes off the backboard. Nobody there to get the one-timer, though. That was an open net attempt coming out from Jumbo Nut, and unfortunately, Hey with Rizz finally get it over to the other half.
Hate to see it if you're a Jumbo Nut fan. Clutch for Hey with Rizz though. Oreo Man gets a nice 50 that's going to hang over the goal, just go over it. Tater Tot there couldn't quite get a touch to recenter. Robo's going to challenge, can't quite get it. Jumbo Kid has an opportunity, well met by Oreo Man. He's going to try to start something here. Big pinch off the backboard. Tater Tot's going to try to make a hit, does get it. We might see an opportunity here for Hey with Rizz.
Oh no, that was almost really bad. We see Real Robo creeping up here. Great demo coming from Tater Tot and great follow from Robo, giving them the lead with a minute and a half left.
My goodness, that was clutch. Very tight, barely had the space to squeeze it in. Perfectly executed. Great pass from Tater Tot and great demo. Way to finish there. And Hey with Rizz takes a 1-goal lead in this Game 7.
Exactly, and I will say not only did that bump or that demo help out greatly, you see Robo trying to get another one for himself here. But not only did that demo help get rid of that defender, but that second man that came flying in for Jumbo Nut was just smoke screened by that demo, so it was just pretty much a guessing game on where he has to jump in order to make that desperation save here. But Grayskull is on the ball. Oreo Man booming it back over. Is that just going to be in? And it is, giving him the 2-goal lead.
Oh man, what a perfectly placed long bomb from Oreo Man. Saw that he had Jumbo Nut overcommitted a little bit, just decides I'm going to drop this in here. Gives him a nice 2-goal cushion with a minute to go in this Game 7.
Indeed, we see Photonut shaking his head, and Cams are obviously upset. They've obviously, Hey with Rizz, maybe got a few cheeky goals in there. Jumbo Kid maybe going for a double attempt here. Photonut is on the ball, doesn't quite make the touch around Tater though. Tater is going to turn back around, looking a little bit awkward here. Robo gets it over the corner here. Oreo Man's going to take over, gets a flick around Photo, and then Robo takes back over, getting the touch around Photo here. Tries to get a 50, doesn't quite get it, and Jumbo Nut looking to put one on the board again.
Jumbo Nut able to get it. Grayskull scores, and with just under 40 seconds, they're only down 1. Again, don't count anybody out till the clock hits 0. Grayskull, excellent touch off the pass from Photo.
Indeed, Grayskull just putting a little backflip there right over Oreo Man's head, cutting that lead in half. 1 goal is all that needs to be scored to get at least an overtime. Here we see Photonut getting on the ball here. Tater Tot goes for a 50. Hey with Rizz on defense yet again here. Grayskull gets a 50 with 1. Jumbo Nut takes over, gets a 50 around the other. Only Oreo Man in net here. Robo needs to make a touch, and he does. Getting the nice little clear. 20 seconds left. Hey with Rizz, all you need to do is just stall now. Can they do it in this game number 7?
We see them get it to the half, but Jumbo Kid able to take possession. Gets it mid for Photo. Not quite on, though. Oreo able to get a clear. 6 seconds left. This ball going back on goal, though. This could be disastrous. Photo gets a demo. What a touch.
Oh my God! How unfortunate for Jumbo Nut on the goal line with their life on the line. Oh my goodness.
I don't believe it. We were just a ball's length away from going to overtime, but that ball hits the ground before going in the goal, and Hey with Rizz gonna escape here with the win in advance.
Exactly. That one's going to hurt so much. If there's an extra second on the clock, they send that one to overtime. But unfortunately, Jumbo Nut, their season is now over, and Hey with Rizz just barely managed to survive this one.
That is such an unfortunate way for your season to end if you're Jumbo Nut, and such a sigh of relief, I'm sure, there for Hey with Rizz. What an excellent series we just got.
Indeed, as we drag these guys in here for a post-game interview, I believe you guys are all in here. Oh my God, what a series, and what a nail-biter right at the end there.
For sure. Yeah, no doubt. I about fell out of my chair.
I was saying, nobody was talking. You guys got to be more amped. You guys just stayed alive, and you guys are the bottom seed. Like, come on now. This is good stuff here. Especially after that, I guess I'll shoot this first one to Oreo Man. Obviously, your initial reaction almost fell out of your chair. But if they had 1 extra second on the clock there, it would have been an overtime. But I forgot who it was, just barely put it a little bit shy. I guess what's the reaction after that, and especially after such a back-to-back series?
I guess, actually, I'm gonna turn my lights off before I die. I'm gonna stop the flashing. But, well, to tell you about our warm-up, we had 2 7-minute overtimes in ranked.
Nice.
So we were pretty confident if we were going into overtime. But, it could have been a lot worse, but I feel like we just played our game and did what we needed to do at the end.
Fair enough, fair enough. And I'll shoot the second one over to Tater Tot. We saw, or at least I saw, what my previous teammate Tater Tot looked like last semester. Obviously, you know, we had seen you kind of hit a few crazy aerials and double taps here and there. It looked like you kind of were popping off today with your aerial reads. Is that something that you kind of developed over time, especially for this season, and just kind of play around these with your teammates here, or is that just kind of a follow up to our season last semester with your aerial attempts?
I think it was somewhat of a follow up from last season, but at the same time, personally, I think today I wasn't playing crazy. There was a lot of shots that I put on, but just missed, and a few were open shots. And I'd say it was a fair mix of both crazy aerials and, you know, missed shots. But biggest thing I need to work on, just like last season, is just consistency. And I think today just happened to be a decent showing of that.
I feel you. I feel you. Pigeon, you have any questions for these guys after this wonderful series?
So I'll open this one up to the group. This is to no one in specific, but in that game 2, we see Jumbo Nut take, I believe it was an 8-1 win. The series was back and forth the whole time. What was kind of going through your heads, especially after that blowout in game 2? How did you kind of keep your mental, and what was the conversation like going into the next game?
I guess
we kind of just assumed that it was like 0-0. We just cleared it off our mind and then continued as usual, just to see like what they can do. It's mainly as a feeler game.
Yeah, kind of give them that like boost of confidence they needed.
Yeah, that's always really good to have. I mean, and like I had said, it was literally a back and forth series. You won one, they won one. You won one, they won one. And being able to come off that, you know, 8-1 loss and just kind of wipe that mental clear is such a huge thing that can do, because that destroys a lot of teams' mental. So props to you guys for that one. But before we send you off here, I got one more question for all of you. Obviously, your team name, Hey with Rizz. You guys obviously might have some experience in that Rizz category. So are you guys the kind of team to just pop out a little Mog or something like that? Do a little one of them, or are you like a get down on your knees and beg for the phone number?
Bro, we just got that Rizz. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just give it to us.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We're
Fair
just
enough.
living that Cinderella story.
The Cinderella story, Rizz. Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
But again, guys, what an amazing comeback, especially since you are, I guess, still technically the bottom seed. What a comeback, able to knock down one team. Hopefully you can kind of carry this momentum into this next series, which I believe you face Spaced Out 2.0. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And good luck on the rest of this season. And hopefully we can see you in these winter views again.
Oh, thanks
Thank
for
you.
streaming.
Thank you.
For sure. As these guys slowly leave the party here, we're going to make sure that they don't make any other funky noises. But again, Pigeon, like, what an amazing series that was. I obviously got my prediction correct. It was all fun. It was all awesome. So I got my boost. And how did you enjoy your first ever series casting?
Oh man, couldn't have asked for a better series. Back and forth the whole time, and we get an upset. Just awesome stuff we saw. Hey with Rizz not looking like what their record would show you. Great stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We always love a really good comeback story, especially like literally the most bottom seed coming up and defeating a mid ground in Div C. But regardless, anything else that you have to say in regards to everything before I kind of make the little closing statements here?
I mean, tough loss for Jumbo Nut there, especially with how that Game 7 ended. We were so close to a Game 7 overtime, but looking at with Rizz, their next matchup in the losers bracket is, I believe, against the 9 seed. So looking forward, they really have great odds to keep moving on this Cinderella run they're building.
Yes, exactly. I couldn't agree more. And again, best of luck to them. Unfortunately, Jumbo Nut is again done for the rest of this season, which on such a bummer. They were 1 second away, literally a second away from having their life potentially saved. So that's going to be something that's going to keep them up at night. But regardless, great series yet again here. As you see in the bottom of this the little screen here, follow Dakota. Words are hard. Dakota Collegiate Rocket League on all socials, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, whatever X you want to call it. Use Epic Creator Code DCRL. Helps us on the back end of things. Helps us provide stuff for you guys, whether that's with LAN, that's content, this, that, whatever. All that stuff is awesome. And then if you haven't already, join the Discord. That is open for everybody. The DCRL players are only for people who are in the Dakota area. So, but literally anybody can join the Discord. So it's a great place to kind of meet up with people, play with people, meet new buddies, meet new friends, whatever. Great little place there. And then I guess I eventually want to do maybe an MVP trophy reveal, but I did get the final design. This is like a little side note. I'm the one who makes all the MVP trophies. Design is pretty much finalized. I'm going to start making them soon. And they're going to be really cool. But regardless, again, follow all the socials, Epic Creator Code, all that stuff. And everybody, you have a phenomenal night and a great and safe Easter. The day of the Lord. Stay safe.
Oh, I actually just fucking bursted it.